Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most explosive scandals to rock the VTuber community in a recent memory, the so-called Sinder situation, which is just crazy. It's a wild story of manipulation, exclusivity deals, betrayals, and public reckonings that involve thousands of creators, managers, artists, and even fans. I am going to walk you through the key players, the timelines of events, and why this isn't just another bit of internet drama, but it's a cautionary tale about power dynamics, creative ownership, and what happens when behind-the-scenes business tactics collide with real human relationships, so stay tuned till the end. Back in May 2023, Sinder, a VTuber known for her hell-own persona, launched her channel and quickly skyrocketed in popularity. She partnered with Red, her manager and at the time romantic partner, to build a brand around fiery themes and catchy content. Along the way, Sinder worked closely with Nanalyus, an illustrator who handled her character design and live 2D rigging. Fast forward to now, early 2025, whispers started circulating that Sinder and Red were pressuring Nanalyus to drop other clients and become exclusive to them. Those clients included fellow VTubers like Silvervale, Spite, ShyLily, Bao, and even larger agency like VTubers. Over time, multiple Google documents and tweet threads surfaced alleging that Red, and by extension Sinder, had been manipulating, blacklisting, and sabotaging various creators behind the scenes. Then, on April 26, Nanalyus went public with a Google document and a tweet. She revealed that Red had insisted she cancelled commissions for specific clients, namely Silvervale, Bao, and Cottontail, with the rationale that too many babies would dilute Sinder's brand. The key allegations were the exclusivity demands, that Nanalyus were told she couldn't take on new clients if she wanted to stay within Sinder's inner circle. Red and Sinder allegedly guilt-tripped Nanalyus, framing it as a business necessity and suggesting that everyone who loved Sinder would expect priority access. And screenshots show Red checking and repeatedly threatening to find other illustrators if Nanalyus didn't comply. Nanalyus' document immediately sparked outrage. Fans felt sorry for her. She poured years into building her art career, only to be strong-armed into exclusionary deals that undermined her freedom and mental health. Shortly after the post, Sinder tweeted that Red was no longer her manager and promised a longer apology. In her Google document, Sinder claimed that she was unaware of the full extent of Red's manipulation. She believed any exclusivity negotiations were mutually agreed upon, and she apologized to her affected parties, including her other streamers and several editors and collaborators who came forward with these allegations. But many readers found her apology hollow. It leaned heavily on "I didn't know" and that I was misled by Red, without fully owning the business. The damage was done. And almost immediately, other creators began releasing their own statements. Silvervale explained she'd been crossed off repeatedly when Sinder's team tried to pitch collaborations, only to learn they were actively cutting her out of the pipeline. Spike described her hellhound theme had drawn negative comparisons and harassment, and she distanced herself from Sinder. ShyLily issued a blistering rebuttal, accusing Sinder of gaslighting and throwing friends under the bus for the sake of business deals. Bao shared how her music video editor was poached and how plans for her own VTuber model suddenly vanished on Red's insistence. And many editors and animators confirmed that they have been pressured into exclusivity deals or blamed unfairly for project delays. Every new document painted a picture of a tightly controlled ecosystem where Red's business-first mentality reportedly warped personal relationships and turned friends into rivals. Despite Sinder having announced that she had closer ties with Red, many of the allegations centered on his actions. Screenshots in multiple documents show Red negotiating exclusivity deals with other artists, mocking creators behind their backs and celebrating dropped commissions, and even threatening to find replacements if his terms were not met. Red's approach, portrayed as both aggressive and dismissive, seemed to fuel much of the community backlash. And while Sinder distanced herself, fans debated that if this was all Red's doing, why did Sinder go along with it for so long? At its core, the Sinder situation isn't simply gossip. It's about a lot of things, for example, creative autonomy. Should artists ever be forced into exclusive deals? When does business cross the line into exploitation? It's about transparency. How much should talents know about the deals they've been made in their name? And most importantly, it's about community trust. In a space where realness is priced high, what happens when fans realize a beloved creator may have been a complicit in shady tactics? The fallout has been massive. Subscribe counts have been dropped massively, merch was donated or destroyed, and streams saw a mix of solidarity and skepticism. Major agencies like VTubers even dropped talents, for example Matrokan, amidst this chaos. And as of today, here's the situation. Sinder continues to stream independently, offering sporadic apologies and streams of consciousness updates. Nanalyus has resumed freelance work, reportedly with new clients who value her creative freedom. Silvervale, ShyLily and the other VTuber streamers have moved on to fresh projects, even though some of the scars still remain. And Red is keeping a low profile, but rumors persist that he's consulting for other creators behind closed doors. So the larger VTuber community is watching closely. We've seen a push for more transparent contracts, third-party mediators and even VTubers to protect artists and talents alike. This saga has to remind us that behind every avatar and goofy stream skit, there are real people navigating complex relationships, creative, business and even personal. When pressures mount, it's easy for lines to blur between what's best for the brand and what's best for the person behind the persona. If there's a silver lining here, it's that the community responded. Fans rallied around the underdogs, artists spoke up, and we're potentially on the cusp of a healthier standards for everyone involved. So thank you for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dives, and let me know in the comments. What do you think should change in the VTuber world to prevent situations like this? Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.